Hello, everybody. This is 10-Day Business Talk. I'm Jacob. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, no matter where you are. Welcome. I am an online business coach that helps everyday people to become their own online boss. And today is the day 7 of the 10-Day Business Talk. And I have a special guest today. And Georgia, she is one of the very successful online business owners from our community. So we both run one of the biggest online business community in the world, and we have currently over 130 members. And we all have our own digital business, online business. We all use the same system. And Georgia is one of the successful stories that I want to bring in her on today. Thank you so much for joining us today, Georgia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Jacob is,
So,
yeah,
go ahead.
I was going to say Jacob's a very dear friend of mine, and he's super successful in this online business community. He helps us so much. So I'm super grateful for you. Thank you, Jacob, for having me.
No, thank you. We just met a few months ago in person. Finally, we've been talking to each other for like a while online. We felt like we know each other. So when we met finally in person, it was like magical, right? So
I was like, "You're so tall," and I'm so short.
and you just recently moved to your new home, I believe. Tell us about that.
Well, we are enjoying this incredible view here. I'm here in beautiful West Kelowna, and yeah, I was able to move into a $3 million home because of this business and live such an incredible lifestyle that I'm super grateful for. I joke around and I say that my babies are rich kids and they don't know any difference because the life they live, the house, everything they have, and they're super humble. And they don't know anything else, and I'm super grateful. But I'm super
Yeah,
grateful to give back. So
yeah.
I was yeah.
Well, I can tell you're a great mom. So I bet that you teach your kids like really good values. So it doesn't really matter like what mansion that you live in. I think they're gonna be good kids.
Yeah, I'm
And
humble.
just gonna say hi to Jim, Craig. Hello. We have another one, and Carol. Thank you so much for watching today. So I just have some questions. And so you obviously a very successful business owner now. So before this business, did you have another business that you had before that just gave you a lot of experience to begin with into this business?
I did. I had a brick and mortar business before, and it was in Toronto. It was downtown Toronto, and I would do like spiritual counseling and readings. And so in my family, we're brought up like old school European, and like we're brought up in that type of field. And we're also the European background is like do your own business and don't work for others, right? Just do your own thing. So I was brought up with the business mentality, but I wasn't brought up with the mentality to work smarter, not harder, with this online world. And not only that, we were brought up not to trust a lot of things out there. But to me, like I literally seen this, and I seen a friend that in this business, and that's what made me feel like so comfortable and felt that I could do this because I the main thing I thought is maybe I can't do this business because of my education. So yeah, I totally had a little bit of business background.
Hmm, that's good. I came from a employee background. My parents both work for the government, so they have this lifetime secure job for them. Um, so they taught me this value that security is the most important thing, but it's a different age now, different year, 2022. Like what secure to them is different now. So yeah, when I get into this business, it's hard to talk to them to get them to support me on that. But after a while, they do see how dedicated I am but they do become very supportive at the end. So you mentioned that the most, I guess, everybody when they get into the business, they have some self-doubt, right? I mean,
Definitely.
different type of self-doubt. Mostly, I believe there's doubt about maybe yourself and also the doubt about seeing the things that you're seeing, not so sure at the beginning. So with your self-doubt, you just mentioned that you were scared that you didn't have the type of education that you think you will need. So would you share like how would it be like how you expect it to be, need a lot of education or it didn't for you?
Well, so in other words, did I need a lot of education for this? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, definitely to all who's watching, um, I only had a seventh grade education, right? I'm a mom of five, and like I said, the business that I was brought up in, that's what I all I knew was that, and most of the Romani people in my nationality, that's all they know, right? They know that they have a gift and they use it and they make money from it, right? Or the business, or we don't know any other way. Education is not such a big deal in our family, and I know it sounds crazy, it sounds bizarre, but that was that. Although, like, it's not that I didn't have absolutely no education. Like I said, I went to seventh grade and I surrounded myself with a lot of people, because I would do, counseling and everything and spiritual counseling. So I had a lot of interaction with very intelligent people, right? And I was like a life coach. So I gained a lot of knowledge, right, from my surroundings at the same time, and also going with my feeling and advising people. But what I'm trying to get to is I never had no education in this. And the fact that I didn't have any education, I thought I couldn't do this because I thought, okay, the people who are doing this is more smarter than me. And this is why I'm not making the big bucks in the beginning, which I didn't realize it's a numbers game. How much time you put into it, you're going to get a lot more money in return because in the beginning, I didn't have ad budget. So literally you could pay for ads, you could do free ads. So I was just doing free ads a lot of the times. And I put more time into it. So when I would look in, and I started to realize, I started to see, I was like, okay, maybe I'm not making enough money because of my skin tone. Maybe it's who I am. Maybe it's my education. The old saying, because of my family, they always put that in our heads, and they don't mean it like that. They don't mean no harm, but they always think they can't do, excuse me for saying, what the white man does. They can't do what the person does because they have better education, right? We can't succeed like that in something like this, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they always put that in their head, and it kind of that stuck in me, which was silly because it kind of stuck in me. Like maybe I can't do it because I'm Romani. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just who I am. I don't have what they have. They have something else than me. Then I started to realize some of my best friends in the business was Filipino and different nationalities. They hardly spoke English. Well, I can
yeah,
understand them. I do. I used to deal with a lot of people from different nationalities in Toronto, so I could understand them, right? But
yeah,
I realized they're making $20,000 paychecks. They're making 5 times the amount their boss would pretty much make. Now they left that job. They're not a nanny anymore, and they're making a killing. I started to realize they're not doing anything different than I am. They're not any different. They have the same type of blood running through their veins. If they could do it, so can I. So I started to believe in myself, Jacob. I
mhm,
started also to attend our masterminds more, to go through the training more. And I started to believe, and then I really started to succeed above and beyond. The mind is very powerful. And when you believe in something, and when you
yeah,
believe in yourself, something powerful happens. So I believe so much in the business already because I seen all everybody making so much money. But I was the problem. And then
yeah,
clearly, the education part you don't need to have. I didn't have any experience in the online world. We give it everything to you. Getting back to the answer, I know I kind of went around that, but that's what was my big struggle. I thought that. So there's no real education needed, except if you know how to use an iPhone. And even if
yeah,
you don't even need computer skills, I have
yeah,
to admit, and I know
yeah,
it's silly to a lot of people because I joined the business, at 32 years old or whatever, and
yeah,
I didn't have very good computer skills, so I didn't know how to work my laptop, Jacob. I just had the laptop for fun. I didn't know how to work it. I have a MacBook. I knew how to work my computer because it was touchscreen. My Beats by Dre computer, I used to put music on it.
Oh,
But
nice.
as soon as I started to just Google things and get help and ask in our chats, and I boomed.
Yeah, I Google things a lot too. I mean, I believe that because I think that I just talked to somebody yesterday. Like she told me that she believes the same thing. If you really want something that happens, you will find a way to make it happen. So I think that is so important rather than knowing what to do, rather than to it's important to have the drive to do what it needs to be done. So I think that that's called a business mindset or motivation or whatever, depends on what stage you have in your life. So I think that's very important to have is that motivation to do the business. I think that's the driving force for anybody in our community to make that $20,000, $30,000. That's the most important thing. So I know that you have 5 kids, right? And we I believe I have some parents audience on my page. Could you share with us like how? Because I think that a lot of people thinking that I have a lot of kids, they have a lot of chores, have a lot of life. So how would somebody that's so busy be able to build a side hustle on the side along with your day job before? That's just amazing. Some tips, please.
Wow, that's a good question, Jacob. You know how many scenarios just popped in my head of kids screaming, unorganized, getting to places late. You know how much just went through my head and pretending like I'm just Mrs. Perfect. I'm going to be totally honest with you. It's life. I just got off going live on my page with my business partners, right? So we talked. You know what we talked about today, Jacob? Well, you probably seen it because you're in our chat. We talked about how like literally no more rush mornings, no more missed holidays. Our family's worth more, right? And all of that. So I'm going to be totally honest with you. At the end of the day, nothing really changed in my life except I work on my business. I work on my phone here and there. You'll see me looking at my phone 10, 15 minutes here, 10, 15 minutes there throughout the day. But I can easily put it down and run to the kid if I need to. Or like, okay, I just got done with a live that I want to do. And I just literally, fix my kids eat. Mind you, whoever's watching right now, I'm a coach and president CEO. I want to go live. You don't have to. You don't have to do what me and Jacob's doing. We're doing this because we are helping people to earn online. Okay. And a typical day is just me with the kids. We wake up, we have breakfast. I have to say I'm not I'm not an early bird. I don't like getting up too early. So I like the business because I can wake up, at 10 o'clock if I want. And to
Yeah.
me, like getting up early for church and stuff, I'm like, oh, So,
Yeah.
and I like the fact that I can also have my kids homeschooled. I had them homeschooled since the last couple of years, and I know they want to do both. So they're going to be homeschooled, and they're going to go to some public classes in school, the bigger ones because they want to socialize. But I like that during the pandemic and stuff, I'm kind of made like a fortress for my children. And during the day is like strictly, like literally for my children, or I book, my coaching calls, or if I need to do something in my training real quick, I just do it. But at night is when I really work on my business. So when the kids go to
Wow.
bed, I like to work on my business a couple of hours. And not every night I do that. I'll be totally honest with you, because some nights we have company, we have parties, we go out for dinner, we take the kids somewhere very late. We just went on a trip. So
Yeah.
there's 3 things that occurred in the last like week and a half. And this is what I'm talking about, that you can be a business owner and you can have this business running for you, and you can be making a killing, getting leads, getting buyers, getting checks in the mail, getting money in your wallet, and then transferring it to a bank account or a credit card. This is how it works. I
Yeah.
literally, sorry, you want
That's
me to?
amazing. Well,
Yeah,
no, that's amazing because you just explain like how. Sorry, I think I cut you off.
okay, go on.
Because you just describe how amazing, like how much flexibility you have. I mean, maybe you didn't notice that maybe you've been living this life for a while, so you forgot about what it was like before. But I think that's a lot of things that people cannot have. Like for me, in 2020, I gained like 40 pounds. So like in 2022, I tried to lose it all. But for me to book the time at the gym, we still have regulation. We can't just walk in. So for me to able to book the gym for the time that right after they clean it every day, it's special for me because like before I wasn't able to do that. I have to wait until the work finish at the hotel and come back and then relax for a bit. Now I can like choose. Oh, I want to be there right at 12 o'clock. I can be right at 12 o'clock. So that's just something that, like, I think those little things sometimes we forget that we have them because we have them now. That we just don't really care, like forget about what it was like before. So I sometimes I even get like that. I have some more questions. So, um, what do you think? Because you obviously you're a coach with a big team. You motivate people a lot. That's a part of our job. I do that too. So when it comes to you think the factor will determine somebody to succeed in the online space, what do you think this person needs to have? Like a mindset or some like personality traits or whatever?
I wouldn't honestly. Oh yeah, mindset is big because
Mm-hmm.
if you literally come into this business and you're negative, right off the bat, you're going to look for something bad. And then you're going to find something bad. You're going to Google some bad review on the company we're affiliated with, and there's always going to be bad reviews because there's people that are just whatever. They just wasn't happy and they got to bash everything or whatever the case may be. Or you're going to just go out there and look like, what is affiliate marketing? So if you're going to come into something negative, you're going to find something negative. If you're going to have that mindset, but if you come into something positive, you're going to find all the positivity and you're going to attract all the positivity. Believe me, I have a lot of business partners. And out of all those business partners, I've seen a few negative Nellies. And guess what? Where they are. They're not part of the business anymore. They left. They couldn't handle the positivity. That's why I felt they couldn't handle being, well, why ain't I succeeding? Or why ain't I doing anything good? Well, hello, you're not working on your business. You're not even doing anything. You want me to do everything for you. And this is totally and there's traits, Jacob, I swear on anything, there is traits of those, we call them cogs and linchpins. It's in the training because a
Yeah.
linchpin is somebody who sees the joy in everything and grasps onto everything, loves the journey, and doesn't let emotions, get the best of them or affect their business. But a cog is someone who just does the bare minimum, doesn't see the goodness in their journey, doesn't do, so if you come into with that mindset, you're not going to succeed in anything you do in life, food, but healthier, like you said, losing weight, marriage, whatever the case may be. If you feel like there's no one good out there, you're never going to find them anything good. So come into the business with a good mindset and you're going to succeed. Why? Because we have the products, we have the systems, we have the websites, we have automated systems that run 24/7. We have a proven business plan system. It's helping thousands of people. Like like literally, I can say my testimony over and over again. And my testimony is I'm a mom of 5 with only a 7th grade education. If I can do it, so can you. And you have to have a will to learn too. You can't be stubborn and just do your own thing. Okay, you can't reinvent the wheel so much in this business. You can brand yourself in your own way, but stay focused on our training because we have the keys to make you succeed fully. 100%, we have the keys. So if you follow the training and you kind of Zoom with us once in a while because we're here to help you, and we're going to make sure you set up properly. If you're not that tech savvy, you might need a little bit more help than others. So literally, just learn and grow, and have a good mindset because you have everything. This is a plug and play system.
Yeah, for sure. Like that just go back to the mindset. I think it's like if you have the will to get something, you will get it. Like when I first heard about this business, I just didn't know anything, but I know that it was this training. I might not know what the training is like. I might not know what the journey is like. I probably gonna make so many mistakes. I guess I'm still making mistakes, but I just know that you just follow the structure. You follow what it needs to be done. Use Google and whatever. It's gonna make it work. And everybody that's the seed in the business, they all have the similarity, right? They follow the training. They have they have built a business mindset. they have gone through the personal development that needs to happen in order to become a business owner. So I just don't think there's anything that could fail except a person's mindset to determine the business results. I mean, so yeah, that's all I want to ask you today. Actually, you shared so much, so many valuable points to us, and thank you so much for to join me today. It's amazing to have you on today.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we do have, if I would like to say one more thing, we do have our live workshop tonight, and it's free. And if anybody's interested, you can literally go to our workshop and watch and see what we're going to set you up with the website, the sales funnel, how we're affiliate marketing. Like literally, it usually costs people $20,000 to $30,000 to set themselves up like this, and this is given to you. So go to the free workshop, see what this is. Go to Jacob's website. He will help you get started, or click on his link and literally see what this is all about. See what the big, rave and all the fuss is about with our online business, because we are the top #1 online business in the whole entire world right now. We're affiliate multi-million-dollar company. So we'll see you on the other side. Thank you for having me, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I see what she's saying. Oh, anyone hungry for success is coachable. Oh, yes, Stella. God bless.
Yes. So thank you so much. I will put the link in the comments, or if you're watching it from Instagram, I'm going to put the link in the copy. So thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.
Bye.